dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the twilight.
I got love for you, no lie. I give my best, I try. Someday we'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just heard rap about the trap, don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together.
Wake up.
Am I on? I'm on. That sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
I hear me when I do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you definitely on.
Okay. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
Is that me or you?
I think that's me.
Okay, either way, we both need to turn that.
Yeah.
And this is Kiana.
And and this program is brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that?
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
No. What's good?
It's Freestyle Friday.
It really is. Yeah.
You know, what's on your mind?
It's been a week. It's been a week.
I've been on this emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like, I done had some good highs.
Yeah.
And I had some low lows.
Because you went under the water.
Yes.
And then
Yes, I went under, and I'm listening
Twist and
to the,
turn,
and I'm listening to the video. Even the people was like, "She's just smiling. I've never seen somebody smile that big."
Because you really enjoyed
Yeah,
yourself.
like I really, really did. So yeah.
Right on. Well, y'all tag your friends, tell your friends we up. We here. It's Freestyle Friday. So y'all give us a call, man. 727-637-2416. Tap in, tell us what's on your mind. And if you were listening on the radio, you heard the morning mix by Super Dave.
Super Dave.
Shout out to Super Dave. And you can catch the old school flavor show on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for more of them good vibes from 6 to 9 right here on 99 Jams.
Mm-hmm.
The Bird.
You know what I like? So I'm learning. Well, I love appreciation.
Okay.
I'm learning.
Okay.
I remember I was like one of the people before. It's like, oh no.
It
I'm good.
don't matter.
It don't really matter, but it feels you don't.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's something good to be appreciated. Yeah, thank you.
That.
Yeah, we do. And I listen. Actually, Karen went in on my post and told me where I can be certified to be a scuba diver.
Oh,
so that so you got to have four dives.
Okay.
To get your certification.
Okay.
And so actually I've been looking into it.
Okay.
Since you put
might as well.
Right. So and then like my first dive, because it's been so long ago, it probably won't count.
Okay.
Because it was back in Cheyenne was in the 9th grade.
Okay, that was a little while.
That was a long
yeah, a long way away from the
she's
9th
like
grade.
I mean actually she's 11 years since she graduated high school now. Because she graduated in 2014.
Okay.
And it's 2025.
She's the same age as my middle daughter.
She probably is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
90 something, 96, I think.
Yeah, she's a 96 baby.
Okay, yeah, Yeah.
Season 9. So yeah, like I'm so excited.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. So yeah, it's been so Monday we did Fusion 49th. We had the Fusion 49th district meeting, 2-year anniversary. Got some good earned media as they call it around that. And to your point about the appreciation.
Yes.
And one of the business owners, specifically Julio's Empanadas, shout out to Julio over there. Was just really big up in how, being a part of the association and the district and just what he's seeing has been, helping him. He hosted, I think it was Cinco de Mayo. We did it over at his space.
Cinco de Mayo.
So using the businesses, and then what we would do is we would have the meetings at a local business so that it'll drive business, and so it was just good. It was good to see that. And then Tuesday we had like the neighborhood association board meeting. It's just
thanks for the stars, Renee.
It's been a week.
And good morning.
Been a lot happening, a lot of exciting things happening. But yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Friday.
Okay, so also what happened this weekend, we didn't even talk about because they had the forum.
Oh, Beyond Baseball Forum?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't go.
Okay.
I think you can catch it live. I know the Tampa Bay
Tampa Bay Times
is definitely gonna write a story about it. I think you can go in there and they stream it live.
Okay.
What happened? It was a sold out event.
Yeah.
I believe people was out.
It was like 300 people there.
Yeah, it was.
But the diversity of the panel was more diverse than the crowd, from what I heard.
I can believe that.
Yeah. Like black people ain't showing up to that kind of stuff. Like pretty much. I mean, that's what again. I got a report saying where we at. Where's
I think
people? Where's
think
the community that was directly impacted by this thing?
One is they're not advertising to those people.
Okay.
Let me say that. And not saying that like they're doing a horrible job with marketing, because again, 300 people did come out.
Oh yeah.
But I'm also think that people are tired.
Yeah.
Like they've been like
it's been an issue for a long time.
It's been, and people showed up to meetings. People, you know what I mean? I just think people are tired. Like they feel like I told you what we want to do.
Yeah.
Like this ain't why is we having this conversation again? It's like it's always it's like rewind.
Like Groundhog Day.
Yes.
Like we had this conversation before, and now we having this conversation again. Like just use the notes from the last conversation.
The last 5 conversations.
And actually do it this time. Like don't not do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did a what the people say on that. And I'll give you this. I'm gonna put it in here. We did a what the people say prior to the Beyond Baseball Forum. And the question was, what would you love to see built on the 86 acres of Tropicana Field? And people shared a wide range of ideas and visions, from calls for true affordable housing. That was in bold, true affordable housing, community centers to restorative green spaces, and job generating business hubs. Many stressed the importance of honoring the Black community that was displaced from the land with projects that ensure equity, justice, and opportunities for those who were historically left out. The key themes included affordable housing that's truly affordable, community-driven green spaces, gardens, cultural centers, youth programs, economic development through local business and jobs, honoring the history, offering reparative justice, and collaboration and community-led decision-making was things that came up. Some other big ideas that came up was converting the entire site to a community land trust. Basically saying like, it's a land trust. We own it, we control it, and you can never sell it at that point.
I don't think we should sell it. I would love to see something that would generate money for the city with it itself. I know somebody threw out a water park, a theme park. It'd be nice to kind of have like a little small water park there.
Well, I mean, the idea is a destination, right? You have something that will draw people in. It'll make you want to come here. Without the anchor tenant that they would.
And then you could also, I love a convention center. It's enough. It's enough land there that they could keep the ballpark where we have it and do the upgrades to it and make it a convention center
if it's necessary. Yeah.
If it's necessary, because
they're putting a lot of money into it now. I just saw that they spent They just approved like another $5 million.
So if you already spent, so this is
repairs.
why if you already put in another $5 million, you might as well figure out what we're gonna do with it and make it look real nice.
Yeah.
Like do what we're gonna do with it and utilize it.
Yeah.
For the next 25 years. And the convention center it would be very nice here. And then on the rest of it, because you don't need all that parking.
No. And then
you don't
need
need
to do parking too.
Yeah, they could do
that
it.
Don't take so much space. Yeah.
Definitely. And then like a nice water park and over there is we do need affordable housing. I personally don't see it going there.
That's what they said was truly affordable. But
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see it going there.
Okay. Gotcha.
It just doesn't go with the ambiance of what goes down in downtown.
Okay.
Gotcha. And that's just being honest. Like I would love it, but you gotta. You don't
think that? But I mean, you got affordable housing on 34th Street out there. You think about Skyway Marina District and how they have the Skyway lofts, and then they put in some affordable housing where Ponderosa was. So it's possible it could be done. And like when
let's see what it look like.
You can't tell.
You can't tell the difference. You can't. But we'll see what happens.
Except for the people who live there. Like if you live there and you know that you secure, then you can tell the difference. But other than that, not so much.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the what the people say. Thank y'all for chiming in and sharing what your thoughts are, and stay engaged because again, it's about to be. I can't process.
See that. Like Heinz knows land Wash DC owns.
Heinz leases land.
Oh.
Washington D.C. owns.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the developer that they had.
Okay, yeah, they.
Okay. Gotcha. Definitely not a parking lot. The new stores, yeah. There you go. And then if you don't have employment, it doesn't matter how affordable you make it.
This is true.
Absolutely the case, yeah. Because if you ain't working, you can't pay nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but it's definitely continuing. The conversation is continuing. Beyond baseball, I think it was a great event. And you said it was Uhuru was out there too.
Yeah,
right?
they were saying give it back to the black people. Mm-hmm. Give it back. Like I know my aunt, like she don't even still like to talk about it to this day.
We just found a picture. So my wife and I, she was going through some of her mom's things, and we found a picture of Mr. Washington. He was actually standing at 444 11th Street South. And when I did a Google search of the address of where 444 11th Street was, right there in the parking lot.
Right there in the parking lot.
Like he's standing there proud. He's suited up,
because it was a lot of businesses.
The old house with the porch, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's standing there, but that house is gone. Yeah.
And I would love for it to if we had like some really good black businesses right there. Yep. Because and you could say what you want. Most of the businesses downtown are all white.
I would tend to agree with that.
Right. Yeah. And so if you gave us this plot where this is our stuff, it'll be all right.
I think it'll be fine.
It'll be all right.
It'll be just fine.
It'll be all right.
It'll be just fine. So you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Gems, 99 Gems the Berg, and you can support by going to 99gemstheberg.com. Hit that donate button and show your love. Or you can do like Carrie did. She provided a great example. 6 stars.
And Renee followed behind her.
Renee jumped right in like double dutch.
Boom, boom,
Appreciate
boom.
you.
Yes.
We got a Would You Rather.
Would you rather what?
Would you rather? And the Would You Rather segment is brought to you by Jerish Martin LLC. And when you're looking for high quality entertainment curation and top tier event stage management, look no further than Jerish Martin LLC, offering professional entertainment consulting, artist coordination, and event management services to bring your next event to life, ensuring a seamless, exciting experience for your audience. Holla at Jerish Martin. So, would you rather? Would you rather lose 10 pounds of stress or 10 pounds of weight?
That's a good one.
I said it was a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Especially because of the week, how you came in this morning.
But I think I still want them 10 pounds gone.
10 pounds of stress or 10 pounds of...
I think I'll do the 10 pounds of weight. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
What y'all saying? What you doing? Y'all? Put it in the chat. Let us know.
That's a hard one.
Would you rather lose 10 pounds of stress
No, you know
or 10
what?
pounds of weight?
No, I'm losing the 10 pounds of stress because I got a cute face.
Okay. Why not?
My weight ain't never been no problem.
Yeah. So I take this, let go of the stress, huh?
Yeah, my weight ain't never really did anything, but stress it kill you.
It really can. Yeah, that stuff on your heart and all of that.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at with it too. I'm thinking I'm gonna let go of the stress, leave the stress. 10 pounds of stress. Go ahead on.
Yeah.
But then the other thing of it is like you can. Yeah. Well, no. Let the stress go.
What you about to say?
I was gonna say, like, if you go to the gym and you work out, you can do both.
You can.
You can lose
I like
and lose weight. Yeah.
Yes, you gotta find like outlets to like
to get rid of the stress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
and healthy outlets, right?
Healthy outlets because that like
if your solution causes more problems, then it's not really a solution.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But that 10 pounds of stress, man, you're right. Stress can kill you.
Yes.
And it's a heavy load sometimes, right? And so if you are going through something and you are dealing with some stress, or if you know somebody that's going through some stress, you can bring them out to the 613. 613 is an event that's being brought to you. So Mental Health Awareness and Suicide Prevention Resources Fair. It's the second annual event that's put on by Keyshawn's Corner. It's going to be Saturday, June 14th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Lake Vista. And you can get rid of some stress and move your body a little bit. There's a live DJ, free food, a remembrance walk, community resources and workshops for everybody. It's free and open to the public. You can register by going to Keyshawn's Corner with the K.org to learn more about it. And yes, way that you can learn some tips and tools on how to get rid of that stress. We're
like supposed to be sugar free.
Supposed to be? What you mean? Supposed to be? No, don't make money now.
No, I am, but this is what just popped up, right? Any donut from Krispy Kreme today is free. You get one donut for free. Only today, and then you get $2.
You're supposed to keep scrolling.
It just pop up.
You can't.
I'm on the Krispy Kreme donut app. Like it, like every day Krispy Kreme pop up with like some if it got promotions, right? And then so for the people who's not doing it,
who's not sugar free,
right? Plus $2 dozen donuts if you get a dozen, but that's still a deal.
That is a deal, but that's a lot of donuts too, though.
But you can give them out.
Yeah, my God, man.
They say, stop it.
Yeah, we sugar free. I'm sugar free. How's your week going so far? I did no fried food.
No fried food is like
fried food is kind of easy, right?
It really is. Yeah. Like fried food ain't really hard to not entertain.
Right. It's that sugar.
It's the sugar.
The sugar is everywhere. Sugar's in everything. Like I almost bought a ginger ale. But I'm thinking like the sugary drinks and the carbonated stuff. So
you gotta have the little machine that do the carbonated drinks. That I'm saying that don't have the sugar in it. They give you the carbon. It's like sparkling water.
I'm trying to figure out what's the. I went somewhere. I'm trying to remember where we was. We was, I think, with SEIU. We was traveling, and they asked, "What you want? Some of that sparkling water." That mess, and I was like, but I'm one like I don't like the waste stuff, so I'm like,
so you drank it?
I should have just tossed it. But sparkling water ain't my thing. But shout out to all of the sparkling water drinkers. If that's
I don't like regular sparkling, but I can do like flavor, like if it's some of it.
Okay.
Like some of it is, you know what I mean. You can always find a.
Oh, you gotta find you
can always find something that works because somebody always looking for something to reinvent and make it,
That wasn't it for me though.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Story 727 too. Their camp is up and running, and they were able to pull through. I know it was some issues and challenges that they faced with funding. And so Story 727, they've been transforming lives in South St. Pete through food drives, camps, STEM workshops, and support for homeless and justice-involved youth. And so their focus is on youth initiatives, exposure camps, midnight basketball, STEM, and a lot more. And you can support them by going to story727.org. But shout out to them. They're up and running and still needing support from the community. They took a big hit with the pledge of funding that they thought they were going to get, and then that pledge
didn't come through.
It didn't come through, and so so they ended up, but they good though.
Yeah, no,
as we are. I mean, you know, we gonna be all right.
That's why we're resilient.
Right. Yeah,
and it ain't even just like St. Peter's resilient.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We're pretty creative. We figure it out.
Yeah, put it in the chat, y'all. We're gonna leave that "Would You Rather" up there for a little while so that y'all can engage with us. Let us know what
I'm taking away the stress because you know I don't stress make you look old too.
Yeah,
like
really
if
does.
you like stress, but you know my theory, and I say this and I rock with this: God give you your face that you are supposed to have in your 20s, and then you get the face you deserve in your 30s.
Interesting.
So if
you're supposed to have
in your 20s,
okay.
So you're supposed to be youthful, pretty, all that, right? No, and then in your 30s, no, you'll see people
engage with this question.
No, you can't.
I've seen some faces that,
and they usually not good people. Look at people who look old and miserable and all this other. Them usually are not good people.
Okay,
and their face in their 30s shows
all of the stuff that they did wrong in their 20s.
Yep.
Look, I see your eyes. I see you sat back in the chair. You really subscribe fully. Your face.
Just think about it.
Yeah, you see it on the faces.
You see it on their faces.
Can you reverse it though? Like, can you change your face after so if you get in your 30s and you got a hard face, a strong face, can you undo the strength of your face?
Look at my face.
Change your life. You'll be all right.
I don't know.
Stress is absolutely number one killer, man. For real.
But no, I don't know. You might. Plastic surgery. That don't change your heart, though.
No, it don't.
That don't change your heart.
It does not. So here's a question that I had. It came up for me. The song by Jay-Z, 99 Problems, right? And ain't one. I started thinking, how many problems do I have? Because I know I don't have 99 problems. That's a lot of problems. If you really think about how many problems you have,
yes,
you don't have. How many problems do you think you got?
Okay, so that's a good way to stop the segment and go into a break, and then we're gonna come back to how many problems you think you got.
So during the break, y'all, make a list of all your problems.
Think about
how many problems you really have, and we're gonna talk about that after the break.
And look in the mirror and see if you got what face you got.
The mirror on the wall.
See what face you got.
Oh my God, y'all! So y'all stick around. We're gonna be back again. We got Ask Kiana. We got some headline news. You see Trump and Musk.
This is
from pros to foes.
This is gonna be a beautiful war. That they about to tell all the secrets,
right? On social media.
Yes,
we talk about social media responsibility. They have none. And so we'll be right back about 6-7 minutes after that. We have some ads. We want y'all to make sure that y'all stick around. Support those who supporting the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club with their advertisements, and you can also place your business on an ad as well. And support us, man, and rock with us because we doing the things.
We are.
All right, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
We must stand together, all together as one. United, we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United, we must stand together. Under God, we are one. We must fly to the sun every day. Fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
My brother, my sister, I got love for you, no lie. I give my best, I try. Someday we'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, elders lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just heard rap about the trap, don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together as one. United, we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United, we must stand together. Under God, we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
Peace in the streets, love to my brothers, love to my sisters. We all need each other. Children need their mothers and they need their dads. Taking a life that don't make you bad. The fact that you do that is so sad. Pocket watching, plotting on another man's cash. Pick up a book instead of picking up a gun. Increase your knowledge and that'll increase your funds. If everyone succeeds, then crime would decrease and people would live instead of resting in peace. Unity, that's what we need. Stand up and be a positive force in the community.
We are one, we must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together,
Must stand together.
all together as one.
As one people.
United, we must
United,
stand
we
together,
shall rise.
fighting for
You fight for me
till our race is
till we
done.
see God.
United, we must
United,
stand
we will rise.
together.
Clap with me.
Under
Clap.
God, we
Clap,
are
yes,
one.
sir.
We must
Clap.
fly to the
Clap.
sun.
GB on the
Every
track,
day,
man, and I
fight
mean
for
this is from the
peace,
heart.
not destroying
Back and
our
forth to
dreams.
prison, cause my position in the ghetto was wishing my dreams was in my hand, man, instead of so distant. Violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Yes, they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the Restless. Every time I see a young brother rich in peace, got to be the only time when I watch TV. Cause the struggling and suffering is all I see. Besides muscling and hustling at war with heat, I point the finger at the devil, boy, for taking my peace. Cause the only way to live is to take to the streets. But they rate me as a villain for the killing and dealing. For what? My last resort to make me a living. I don't give a damn, tell them so what? I'm gonna survive even if they threaten me with life. The arms of poverty hung tight, making life a fight. But in the sky, we got to unite. Keep your head in the sky.
We must stand together, all together as one. United, we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United, we must stand together. Under God, we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together, all together as one. United, we must stand together.
And then near Srinagar, but then they were finding it difficult to go through the mountains.
Finding it difficult to go through the mountains.
Don't do that, Q. Don't do that, Q. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that?
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in to help us to redefine what's cool, because smart is the new
Gangsta.
baby. And if you don't know,
Now you know.
No. So the would you rather for the day, again brought to you by Jerish Martin, is would you rather lose 10 pounds of stress or 10 pounds of weight?
And I'm losing stress.
Yeah, we dropping the stress.
Then y'all was supposed to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And see what face you got.
See, check your face, fix your face
And
if
it-
you can,
and
and
if
fix your
you-
face by being nice.
So if you missed the first half, I was telling them that I live by this, is that God give you the face that you're supposed to have in your 20s.
Okay.
And you get the face you deserve in your 30s.
My God.
So if you are not a good person and you looking old and wrinkles at an early age, this is the face you're supposed to have, because it tells all. Like your face just kind of tell it all.
It do. But man,
I don't know. I didn't make the rules.
You didn't make the rules?
I didn't make the rules.
That's just how it goes. That's the way it goes. That's the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we were talking about, because it's Freestyle Friday, y'all, and this was a question that came up to me. We did a what the people say that was talking about gratitude, right? And how you can be grateful. And after that, following that, I started reflecting, and one of the things that came to me listening to Jay-Z, 99 Problems, I started to think about my problems and like, okay, if I had to put a number to the problems I have, how many problems do I have? And I did a short list, and it was probably like 13. But then out of the 13, it's a lot of overlap. So it's really probably about like 7 problems that I have. You know what I mean? I ain't got a whole lot of problems.
I don't think I have a lot.
99 is a lot of problems. So how many problems you have, y'all?
You know what? I'm trying to think about this. Like, I carry a lot of other people's problems. Right, I will tell you that, but I do really overall live a stress-free life. Yeah, like as much as possible. Like I'm one of the people, like I control what I can and what I can't, and then I take accountability. Like I know the stuff that I allow to be in my life that's stressful, or you know what I mean. And I'm like, I can complain about it, but it's my complaint. But I know it's because I allow it to be. You
accept responsibility. Yeah. And I think that helps with when you start dealing with solutions. Yeah. Because you can't really solve a problem that you don't accept responsibility for. Like if you blaming other people and it's their fault, if everything that happens to you in your life or every problem that you have is somebody else's fault, then that's horrible. That
you know what? You're still a child. Okay, and I'm gonna say that if every time you look at something and you can point at fingers or why it's happening, and you're not looking at yourself and saying, what did I do to cause this, or how could I make this situation better? Right. Like I always look at self first before I point at somebody else.
I like that too. Yeah, you know, I'm very introspective because that's where the responsibility lies.
It does.
Today, you can only control yourself. You can't really control what other people do, what other people say, what other people think. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a really good exercise to take a minute and write down all your problems. Like list out, this is a problem, that's a problem. And then once you look at that list, then you start looking at the overlap, because some of the problems are dependent on each other. So if you solve this one, then that'll probably
eliminate this
2 or 3 of them.
But this is again, this is an accountability thing, right? When you do it, and that's kind of the opposite. It's the flip side of when I say write down everything that's good.
Yes.
Now I'm saying, like, you write down all your problems, and then you can start to eliminate them.
And then you just confronting it, because sometimes once you get it out of your head, because you think about it, you have a lot of things going. That's the whole point of the exercise, right? Because you think you got 99 problems. But when you actually start writing them out and just confronting, like, I'm going to make a list of all my problems.
Yes.
You'll see that once you get to probably about 7, 8, 9, it starts to become redundant, and it starts to become difficult for you to really think about like what the problems are. Yeah. And then you start just making different interpretations of the same issue.
I would tell you some of my problems would be, I would have to look back at myself, is like when I procrastinate.
Yeah,
my procrastination.
So procrastination is a problem. Then you look at the list of things
that's caused because
of that's what I mean. So if you handle that one thing, it'll handle
that, like
it's like Tetris. I guess.
Yes, you put the red block on red.
Boom, 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 boom. It start to disappear. Yeah. And another part of that is too, just being honest with yourself, knowing that okay, this is a problem. It may be something that I caused or something that I allowed, because that's usually the two different scenarios. You either caused it, you brought it on yourself, or you allowed it, meaning that you accepted something that you probably should not have accepted it, and then it becomes a problem for you.
Yeah, because you take on a lot of people, take on a lot of other people's burden. And I say that, Mike, my problem's like I'm a caregiver.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't a caregiver, I would be a caregiver.
Right. I heard that. I see how you put it. And so the other side of that too is, to your point, like how we end the show every day, is then after you think about the problems, don't dwell on them, but just look at it and confront it, right? Like, okay, this is a problem. How can I handle it? You don't even have to answer the question at that moment, but just know that you can handle it after you face it. But then don't get stuck there. Start to think about your blessings too, because once you start to think about that blessing, if you had to write down your blessings, you probably run out of paper.
You really, I'm telling you, when you look how, like when you change your perspective on life, and realize like how good you got it, because it could be worse. It gives you a different. It put a little in your step. You know what I mean? Like,
I remember reading something that said, if you can't change the situation, you can change how you look at it. Right.
And I've talked about this plenty of times of like what, even though I went to counseling, but what was the turning corner for me with my grief was when I started putting stuff in perspective and looking how blessed I really am, you know what I mean? And was in these situations, and the growth, and how like it turned me into this person who I am right now. Like I promise you, I probably wouldn't have been on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club if it wasn't for my son. Like I'm thinking about, because I've always been in entertainment, but I was the epitome of behind the scenes. Okay. Like I can move mountains. Yeah. And you won't even know I'm moving now. Right. And a lot of people be like, what you do? If you don't know, then you ain't supposed to know. That's how I kind of like
that was like the and that's a great space too, because I'm starting to inspire. Oh, my man. I'm starting to enjoy that space a lot more myself. You know what I mean? So tell the people how they can support us.
This is how you support us, right? First of all, if you're on Facebook, it's stars. And if you never received stars before, listen, Facebook give you your first 200 for free. Right? And because you heard it from me, you give them to us. Now, if you've already received them, you already know that the stars is the cheapest thing on the block. You can't get nothing for a penny but stars. Right? So you get your stars for a penny, and then like any great deal, the more you buy, the cheaper they are. And so we say send the star search when you're happy, you're sad, you're confused. I don't care what emotion you feeling, just send them to us and let us know that you engaging. So we definitely appreciate it. You see, we got a guest in the building. Yes, we do. Yes,
a guest that ain't a guest.
Right.
A guest that's a friend, that is family, and all of the above.
Yes,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, we got the one and only Carlos Supercat Bailey in the building.
Bailey!
That's good, man.
What's up, man?
Pull your mic up. I got you on though.
Let me know how to do this.
Oh no, that's it. Oh
yeah.
It's been a while since I've been in here.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Maybe a little bit too long now. We got
now, see, you know, thank you, Tiffany. So now you know Carlos got the real Barry Bright voice. You know, we sometimes come in here and try to like play with it, like
yeah, we have to put it on.
Yeah,
he got it natural. He got the natural. So for people who may be in a bubble and don't know who you are, introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey, I'm Carlos Supercat Bailey. I wear many hats, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm just a part of this community, man, and these people. And I'm really here to issue an apology to you. Because I don't know if you want to do like a little brush up or what happened, but
no, go for it.
I don't want to like, I'm trying to, like, I tell you like, man, it's like, you know, when you first started promoting, your pay was the approval of the people.
Yeah.
You know, because there was no money, you know what I mean, like that. That's not something you get into and you just get rich overnight. So for a long time, that was my wake up, you know, to get my check, you know, good job, man. The pictures, the smiles.
Yeah.
So when I didn't see that, I felt attacked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Pull the mic up just a little bit more.
and
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go.
you know, I watched black men get attacked on that thing a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That social
Like
media
is frightening.
undefeated.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's undefeated.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to win. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted. Y'all put me in my place. I get it. But your interview, I mean, I hadn't heard it. I heard my name came up in a boycott conversation. I'm like, wait a minute, because I don't know no other brothers that had ever been boycotted.
Yeah.
So I called Brother John. You feel me? So it's like, do my family need the word dig hot pickets? And like, what is this mean? What does this mean? You know what I mean? And your name came up, right? So
So let me do. You're right. You're right. Let me just kind of rewind the tape just for a second to bring people up to speed on what we were discussing. So, what was that, Memorial Day weekend?
Yes. Memorial
So
Day
you do an annual
Yes.
all white party.
All white party.
And then the all white party is like phenomenal from everything that I see. Lots of love, lots of appreciation. The city show up, and the morning after, there was some comments about the environment, like the armory was hot, and it was just like a lot of feedback that was coming in on social media. Taking the feedback, you wake up that morning, like you said, expecting to see the good job.
Listen, because to me, that event was like top. What I've done over my time.
Yeah, and you've been
in this city,
and you've been doing it.
You know,
we met 2011.
Yeah, you know,
and you was doing them then.
You know, but it was nothing like seeing this.
Yeah,
actually witness this being done here.
Yeah,
I went places. We've been places, and they do it everywhere.
Yeah,
you know, this city doesn't do. And I'm not saying we're not capable of.
Sure.
But that magnitude of having people making this their point of destination for that holiday weekend.
Yeah,
you know, catching planes here and stuff.
Wow,
you know, that right there for me.
Yeah,
that's big, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then the response you get.
No, but people are entitled.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's I was out of line, but like I said, I felt like it was attacked, man. You know.
Yeah.
But that's no excuses. I apologize.
But this is real.
To all the people that that they felt like I offended them, I apologize, man. I don't have a PR team, but I have somebody in mind that I'm gonna have lead that thing. You know what I'm saying? Anything else. Listen, I have never been fact checked before, and that was my first experience.
Okay.
Listen. First, I sent you the emoji with the head blowing off of that, and I erased that. I sent you with the wild, and I erased that. It's like for real. It's like whoa! I didn't look at it like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And then that aspect, I'm wrong.
And I appreciate you. Here's what I appreciate. Right, just the fact that we are grown enough to be able to reach out to each other and say, "Hey, man, you know what's going on? What's happening?"
Yeah,
and then be open to receive a different perspective.
But at the same time, I'm still a student, pimp.
Yeah, always.
You know, I never dreamed of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I did, and I found something in it that I loved about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to put myself around people that were already in this line of work
that
I could learn from. There are no books I can get off a shelf. It's like you learn as you go.
Mm-hmm.
And in that instance, when you say as this and as that, I wasn't acting in that capacity. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how people see me, and sometimes I don't see myself like that.
That's right.
I just say the same old suit doing the same old thing. You know what I mean? But it's people that probably want to congratulate me, like, man, boy, because I don't pop out every week like I used to. Because man, I used to when I say beat the block, I used to beat the internet.
Yeah.
Like, bro, listen, people stop tagging me. You got my nerves, man. I was really beating the block. You know what I mean? So it's like now when I pop out, I want it to be worth something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I feel like my time is a little more valuable now because I don't have a lot of time to waste no more.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. We don't have a lot of time to waste.
And you paid your dues. Like that's the part of the thing.
Yeah,
like I'm now that you say that, I'm in that same space.
Yeah.
Like I don't go a lot of places. I don't be a lot of places because like I had that run where it was like
the block.
I'm in all the meetings, I'm in all of the places, all of the events, all of like trying to get the information. Oh, we need to know about this. Y'all, come on, let's go over here.
Yeah.
And they said accountability is huge. Kudos to you, Carlos.
Yes. But listen, like I say, I was just ignoring everybody. I didn't read all them comments. I was like in defense mode. Like but you got it.
Yeah.
See, it's rare that somebody gets it, you know. but no, you can't. And I'm like, I got to go see her.
Yeah.
I owe her an apology because that wasn't an investigation. That was an experience.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's right.
And when she spoke from that, that's a different plateau.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like when somebody know what you're going through, dealing with what you're dealing with, because you're in the same industry, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
I know how you felt, because when you do an event, the first thing you do is
That
get up because you want to see like all the because you already hard on yourself. So when you put on events, like you see, people don't understand that like we're our hardest critics.
Yeah.
So like at the day of the event, like the Collard Green Festival, if you see me running, 20,000 people hit that last year, and like people was like. If you stop me, I was looking at every small thing that was fun. I'm like, oh, this that.
I'm telling you,
and then I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, next year, this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm doing this, so I know how you feel, especially when people come back, because just artists are sensitive about their ish. Okay, like you know,
keep in mind that I'm an artist.
Man, that's
right. That's
you
right.
Get it. You feel me? And listen, if I can just get one person to get it, man, about these events.
That's right.
You know
and then when you know, like when you step back and look at it and say, yeah, we did that. Like you know you did it.
Right.
You know you did
it. It started out just putting flyers online, tagging people.
Yeah.
Then it went my entrance in. Okay, well, I could recreate this whole scene in a building. All I need is a building, you know, and then getting blessed with a team.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's important.
Ain't nothing like a good team.
I have people that call me. And that call didn't come that morning, but I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
But I just have people that do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, but you can't. And I take that accountability. You know what I mean? But it's just like I was just overwhelmed. It was just coming off a high. Then I'm calling and bad news on this. And man, it wasn't my. It was my day.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take nothing from St. Pete on that day.
Yeah.
You feel me? That day y'all showed up, boy. You hear me?
Yeah.
And y'all showed out, and this is what I already knew y'all could do. That's why I want to bring the party to you.
And that's why you invest in it. That's why you do it. Because
but then you got to think about the magnitude. And this might not be off topic, but that event was a pricey event.
Okay. Of course.
But when you get a call saying if somebody fired for blunt in your event, they're going to stop your event. Man, that's some nail biting experience.
Yeah. Because that's
you understand
it's so much that you can't control.
Man, you hear me. Man.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Man? So it's like this year was the first year I was able to sit down. Have me a drink. We had a manager this year.
Okay.
I'm on roller skates, you know.
Yeah.
I serve many hats, but this thing has to be done, and you'll get there. You know what I mean? Where you
can actually
and I'm gonna tell you what it is like even with they will run you, and so like the day of the Collard Green Festival, just kind of do it. We have like our staff, but I have like my own personal staff.
Yeah.
That like I have my stage manager, like I have people, they have their role that they do, but I'm still really hands-on. And when something go, I got people who you talk to before you talk to me.
Yeah.
But I'm always you know, but I'm still the one because these are babies.
That's what happens. You accept the responsibility, and you know. See, that's good leadership. When you give the credit to your team when everything go right, but you accept the responsibility when it go wrong.
Yeah,
like that's good leadership.
And what we do is we learn as we go. Like this year, man, we invested in. We probably the only person that ever did this at the Army. We probably the first person that ever did a lot of things around here, but
that's right.
We bought 1,000 pounds of ice from an outside company and had a freezer hooked up behind the armory to make. Man, listen, we're trying, man. You hear me?
No, you
hear me? But every year we get better and better. You know what I mean? We see a problem, we sit down, drawing board, and that's the beauty of having a team.
I'm gonna tell you is that like the whole time, but I was so busy because I knew. I knew it was gonna be hot in there, right? Because I went there and I said, you know what? I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm finna make all white fans, right? And I'm gonna decorate. I promise you. I even told her I was like, gonna make all white fans. And a week before, I'm gonna sell them because everybody who's been to the all white party know it's hot. Like, so this ain't no new
you wasn't
thing,
surprised,
right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm finna kill them with it.
But just life.
Right.
Man, listen,
let me get Tiffany's comment real quick because Tiffany More Eventful. You remember More Eventful Event Hall? She said, facts, unless you host events, you'll never understand what truly goes on behind the scenes. It's a lot of work. Yeah. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to
and it's just like I say, but it's if you come from a heart and it's your passion,
you
ain't gonna stop.
No.
So it's like I say I owe my team because I gave them a dream, and they brought it to life.
Right.
Those parties, man, like I said, they get better and better each time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
and I know you got other things cooking, man. Is this an opportunity for you to share some of the stuff you're working on?
I just want to know why we don't have a radio station like yours plugged in on our backdrop and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, what's up with that? Like, what happened with that?
Okay, well, that
did we drop the ball on that one, or y'all ain't heard about us?
That's a good question.
That is, and we've reached we've had some. We talk about it, we promote it, you know what I mean. We
just
definitely,
execution.
It is,
and maybe that's one of those areas.
But y'all know it ain't hard to find, right?
Yeah.
Okay, ain't nothing changed.
Absolutely.
All right.
Been there. Yeah. Look, I got when you called, it was like I got the number. It wasn't strange phone calls.
Yeah.
Same number, same hood.
I think we all got each other.
You better believe it. You better
When I
believe
see the
it.
phone ring, I know it's you calling.
And I mean, we here, right here, we definitely believe in collaboration and not competition.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, you're not the first to come in here because people will repeat. And I say this all the time.
Yeah.
When y'all go back and repeat, make sure y'all tell this part of the story, because the last thing we do here is bash, especially Black businesses. And if you know anything about me, I am an advocate for Black men.
Yes.
Like I'm the huge, remember I invited you to the mental health. Like I'm big on Black men.
Yeah.
I'm a Black woman who just love the hell out of y'all.
Yeah.
Right. And
I say this, any critique or criticism, it ain't gonna be loud in public on the air.
Yeah,
because we get it. Like we be driving kind of crazy, but you would never know it. You know what I mean?
It could be something between y'all, but then the co-signers get in and stretch it out and blow it up.
Exactly.
And here go the world.
And that's how it happened. And it's unfortunate that that's the way the world is right now. So those who shared a post about, the critique,
I would say the internet. I wouldn't say the world.
Okay,
that's the internet. The internet is a shark.
It's its own world.
It's a shark.
It is.
It is.
Once that thing catch a hold to it, it's undefeated.
And that comment section,
man.
Once you mess around and get in that comment section,
oh man,
but
we watch it grow over the years. It wasn't like that in the beginning. Now that thing is
it's a whole beat. It's a whole beat.
Industry.
For real.
And I guess people figured that you get more engagement on the negative side of it.
Oh, you do.
And so and they paying you for engagement.
Oh man.
So if you won't get engagement,
okay,
you got to be on it. You see it. You see the algorithm rewards you for being negative.
Yes.
And so
it keep feeding that to you.
And you getting them little Facebook. I won't say look, because people getting some big Facebook deposits. If you getting a deposit from Facebook for your engagement,
and most of us, like I'm monetized, but I don't even use it properly. But I'm finna start.
As I say this now,
I was even thinking about finding somebody that actually knows, like my phone.
Yeah.
I've had my phone probably for the last 5 years. I don't upgrade every year.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really figure how to work this one yet.
Yeah. I got that. I sent you the link. You like, bro.
Like, bro. But the same thing with Facebook. It's so many things that change on that I don't even know how to operate.
Yeah.
Like, I should have been getting engagement pay years
ago. Yeah.
God.
But listen,
that's right.
I don't know.
That's right.
Man, you gotta have being funny.
Yeah.
I just have this passing the time.
About that. Yeah.
And now I got all these followers and people, hundreds of likes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I ain't getting a dime, boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we got to change that because it's easy.
No, but I ain't gonna do it now.
Go into the settings. I mean,
it's too much going on.
Yeah.
Now.
So I'm gonna say this is that everybody who's listening, sharing, and recap that this man came in here and apologized.
Yeah.
To everybody who showed up to the white party, all the comments, and that's a big thing to do, especially when you're taking accountability. So like while we're spreading the word, say that we have somebody who said, hey, like, yo, I was in my feelings and I am sorry. That shows you how much he still appreciate every single one of y'all who showed up and showed out.
It's just
to the event.
It just speaks to your character. And that's why, like I said, even when we were having the conversation, and I'm like, I know Supercat. Like I know that customer service is big. I know serving the people is big. like we've served the people together.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it wasn't no reward, it wasn't no pay, and none of that.
Mhm.
And then we got acknowledged. This was like it's still on my wall. Like we got an award.
Paid a different form.
From a pay, it's a different form.
Yes,
And we got recognized. So when I talk about this in my bio, like when I go places, I tell them we received this award from President Obama for our Stop the Violence work. But the backstory was Supercat hit me up. He was like, man, I want to do something in the community to address this gun violence. And I don't want to wait until something happens.
Yeah.
I want to do something before. And this was 2011. And we was like, okay, what can we do? He came up with STV 12. So we was preparing to do Stop the Violence work. And then that next year, it was just stuff just kept happening.
Right.
But,
Good morning,
we kept going. And he told me then, he was like, look, I ain't really going to be able to stick around and do it all the time. I can help get it going, get it started. He did that. He gave us a firm foundation, and a lot of the stuff that you see happening in the city, the Not My Son and these, gun violence, like I can call the roll on these safe summer programs, the Friday Night Done Right, a lot of that stuff. He was the catalyst for a lot of that stuff, and you don't get your flowers. You know what I'm saying? And I want to just publicly give you your flowers because that put me in a space. So we talk about a team. He invited me to be a part of this team, and it gave me a platform, and it introduced me to an audience that I wasn't familiar with. So y'all see Brother John now, but he was like very instrumental in positioning me for people to listen to me, because people, I'm running around, final call, stop. But he was like, come on, man, let's do this together. And he co-signed the work that we was doing, and it created this platform for your Brother John. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Kudos. Kind of stuff that people don't know about.
They don't know.
And so when I'm seeing these posts and I'm hearing these comments, I'm like, wait. I know better. You know what I'm saying? And y'all should know better too.
And that's why I said when I saw it and looked at it, because I never even wrote on the post. Like I don't really engage on stuff like that. Like but I will say there's no way that you put on an event like that and don't care about the people. Like I'm gonna tell you, there's no way.
There's no way. There's no way.
There's no way.
Because you're thinking about, okay, I'm gonna put this over here because I'm gonna kill them with this. I'm gonna put this over here because they're gonna love that. I'm gonna put this over here.
All the way down to the food that we give with the tables, all the way down to the food, the crab salad on the plates, and it's just the detail, man. It's just
everybody love crab.
And listen, man, fine tuning that thing, man, give you an experience, you know. What I mean? And we work hard for that. And like I said, I'm thankful for the team, my wife. I got next week. This is my first year anniversary.
Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, so she making sure I'd never had this kind of help before. Now she was like, no, you don't post stuff, let me see it. I never had that before.
That's the good look.
You know what I mean? But
that's a good look.
It's just growth, man.
Man.
Like I said, when I heard it wasn't, listen, man, you did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
You listen, that thing made me. I canceled everything this morning. I was supposed to have a meeting about this interview I really wanted to know what I was going to say. No, you say 8:00, Brother Johnson, 8:00. I got to go apologize to this lady, man, for real, man. These are my people, you know what I mean?
That's right.
And that wasn't like that, you know what I'm saying? But with the way you laid it up and broke it down, it was a self-checking moment. Bro.
You
hear me?
I told you that's what she do for us.
And when she said, when you this and when you're that, it's like wearing the different caps, and sometimes we don't realize, because man, like what you just said, I don't sit around and, as they say, pop mine. I don't. Because I'm still building it.
Right.
I feel like the best is yet to come. You know what I mean? So I don't stop and say, man, remember when I did that? I build relationships along the way.
That's right.
That's right. I mean? And when I have to step back and say, hey, man, it's been a few years since we got together, man. But you already know what it is.
That's the thing. That's why, like, even with the time that goes in between, what we did together, it's a bond that will never be broken. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's because the work that we did,
the respect
and the respect that we did, and again, the way we changed the culture of the city. Like I said, my journey through that and navigating it to now, when I look back on that, those were like pivotal moments, not just for me personally, but for this entire city. And so you look at the infusion of youth, and you look at all of these, the way that these problems, and it's and like I said, you were a catalyst for that. You know what I'm saying? And it can never be erased.
And I'll say I appreciate the apology, right? And another thing I tell people too is misunderstandings make you miss out on great people.
Yes. Yeah.
Misunderstandings.
Yes.
And this is how adults do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You come in, and this is what I love about the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We can put it all out on the table right here.
I got to pause and say this though, because that happens a lot with us, right?
Yes.
Where somebody who watched the show or went back and listened to it or heard it in their cars. Look, I'm giving you all the ways you can tap in. Let's see if y'all see what I'm doing here.
YouTube.
You can YouTube it. But those who see it, you never know what their agenda is, number one. And then they'll go back and report, what the conversation was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't see the conversation yourself, then you're going to take what their report was.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
And so we've had that happen a few times. And we would invite the person that's like, okay, come in and let's have, but not a
everybody
lot of
don't know.
Everybody don't come.
No.
So the fact that we extended the invitation and you came, even that says a lot, because we had some.
No, I had to come. It was like, boy, you done messed up, boy. You know what I mean? So it's like listen, man.
I hear that.
My mama been there for years, man. But even and now in my age, it's just like it's certain aspects of life where you like, boy, you.
Yeah, that her voice. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Like, bro, I gotta go apologize for real.
Man,
that wasn't an investigative interview. That was you didn't go do your research. You experienced that.
Yeah,
and no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's
what's up.
I'm sorry.
That's what's up. So you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Jams, 99.1 FM. And if you'd like to support, you can go to www.99jamstheberg.com. Hit that donate button. You gonna stick around? We got to ask Kiana a question. You got to run.
Yeah, I got to go.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sue. I love you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me down. Yeah. What's up with your boy? He ain't out here no more?
Look, he moving. Moving and shaking. He doing what he do, Mr. Edmund.
Yeah.
I will.
Man, we need to talk.
We'll talk. Don't leave, please.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I need a better collard green.
Okay. We're gonna talk.
When you say collard greens.
Oh, you
got a whole different idea. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love you, man. Right on. We'll put this back, yo.
Okay, go ahead.
But
this is what grown-ups do. And you know what? I know even that to take accountability and come on the platform and say, like, I'm sorry is a big thing too. Yeah, you know what I mean? And so that just shows where his heart is at.
Yeah.
And who he really is as a person.
No, you're right.
So, because a lot of people don't show up.
Yeah, we invite a lot of people.
And but they mean what they said.
And be dead wrong. or they just, like you said, is misunderstanding. And to be able to have a conversation where you can come in and like look somebody in the face and say, okay, I heard you and I want to get clarity on what this was. And I want to have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
And then being able to acknowledge, your contribution to it, man. That's really big.
I love the city. Yeah. Like I love the city.
Real deal. So again, when y'all, how they say, run tell that, right?
Yeah, run tell that. Please do.
And I'm gonna put this clip. We're gonna make that go viral. That's a viral clip.
Yeah.
I got a couple of Ask Kianas, and I'm not sure which one I want to go with. So we got 20 minutes on this Freestyle Friday.
Run whichever way. You can run both of them.
Let's do both of them.
Okay.
We'll do both of them. We're gonna do Freestyle Friday. We're gonna do two Ask Kiana. And the Ask Kiana segment is brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op. That's ocgc.coop. One Community Grocery Co-op, y'all. It's really moving, growing, and we can do a lot of things together. But ocgc.coop. So I'm gonna start with this one, and we may not get to the other one. So I saw this clip. It was a clip of a I just asked.
Did Brother John say right on?
Oh yeah, I probably did. That's one of my things.
Yeah.
And I might have got it from you, Brother Rodney. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm an old soul. What can I say? Am I wrong for dressing up for my friend's birthday? Dear Kiana, I need your take on this because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. My friend recently had a birthday dinner and I went all out on my outfit. Nothing crazy, but I wanted to feel good and look nice. Well, she ended up being really upset because she said I was doing too much and that all the attention was on me instead of her. She even cried about it and told me I should have worn something else so she could be the center of attention on her special day. I don't think I was wrong for wanting to look nice, but now I'm second guessing myself. Should I have toned it down or was she overreacting? How do you handle a situation like this without damaging the friendship or feeling like you have to dim your light?
Okay, I don't think you wrote. How you know what she was gonna wear unless y'all went out there and picked it out together?
Okay.
One. Yeah. Two, and honestly, it's probably not even your outfit, it's your personality, and you can't dim personalities.
Ooh. That's pretty straightforward.
No, you really can't.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You probably could have came in there in a shoebox and you might have outshined her just because of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think she probably know that as well. You ever have people that just walk in the room that light up the room regardless?
Yeah, I'm one of them people.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I get in trouble for it all the time.
I don't.
But I do sometimes.
And if I do, I don't know about it.
Yeah, but I guess the conversation comes in.
Once you're self-assured, you're confident, you know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you walk into a space like that radiates.
It does.
Yeah.
And it so it's it ain't the outfit, it's the person.
Yeah, because the clothes don't make the man, they say. The man, you know.
Yeah, it listen. So to be honest, do you want me to stay home? Like, do you want, like, you got to change who you are to actually show up to her party? And then honestly, when you look at it, this is some self-worth that she needs to deal with. On that. I could see if this was her wedding and you walked in with a wedding gown on.
Okay.
Now we got
an issue.
Now we got an issue because you really
because there's rules to that kind of stuff. But it ain't no rules to like, okay, your birthday party and we going out and
I mean, honestly,
I look good.
I did an all black party, right? At View 19 one. I knew I was wearing black and purple.
Okay.
I knew that.
Right.
I had purple in my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I had purple in my corset, and everybody else better step in there in all black.
Okay.
So I purposely knew I was gonna walk in there with a different color.
Right.
Because it was my party.
Because you say this is the way I want you to dress.
Yes.
And then when you come in, you dress how you want to dress.
Yes.
Yeah, you control that.
Yes.
But if this is not that, and she show up and she looking good, like why you got a problem with your friend looking good? Rodney Bennett said it's a classic case of fine friend versus not so fine friend.
Yeah, and you know what? Fine is defined not by your size.
Okay, yeah.
It's really your personality. Your confidence sells when nothing else does.
No, I heard that loud and clear, and I think that's really more of what it has to be, right?
Uh-huh.
Because if you again, that's self-confidence, man. And once you walk into a room, you know, and you smile and applause erupts, you know what I mean?
What
like
Tiffany said,
that you can't control. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you really can't.
You said it's your birthday. You better bring it. You can't ask your friend to tone down. Weddings, the expectation is different. Don't upstage the bride.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, but that's kind of like etiquette thing.
Yeah, it is.
But it's your birthday.
And honestly, let me tell you, if I'm going out, I want all my friends to be bad. Like, I'm telling you, if it's my birthday, I want them to be like, you got the baddest crew in the land.
Yeah.
Like, we all stepping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and they gonna be like, ooh.
And that's I guess that's some nerve too, right? It's the audacity. Like, how dare you ask me to dim my light so that you can whatever.
So let me tell you, one time
that ain't really friends don't let friends dim their light.
No, they don't. No, I went to a party and so I wore this outfit, right?
Mm-hmm.
True story. But I got invited through word of mouth.
Okay.
And not the invitation.
Okay.
And I was in
you was a plus one?
No, I wasn't a plus one. I just said I did this twice. Mr. Edmund wedding.
Okay.
He invited me and I didn't get the invitation, so I didn't know it was colors.
Oh, okay.
And I got on the wrong color when I walked into his wedding.
Okay, yeah.
But Jabbar invited me.
And he forgot to tell you.
And he forgot to tell me.
That sounds about right.
Right? And then I went to another dinner and it was color coordinated and I walked in with the wrong thing.
Okay.
which made me kind of stand out. Now to myself, I was like, why y'all didn't tell me? Because one thing I intentionally don't want to upstage anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I ain't finna not be cute. Like I'm stepping out. Like I ain't finna not be cute.
Let me not do my makeup because it's my friend's birthday.
Let me. Like if you see me walking around, I'm probably bummish.
Yeah.
Most time, like y'all see me, y'all be like,
yeah.
But when it's time for me to go out, I'm stepping.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that. I hope that was helpful. Long story short, you ain't wrong. That friend might not be your friend because and
they might be your friend. They just they might not be your friend. I was trying to clear.
You were trying to make it make sense.
Trying to make it make sense.
Yeah, you can't really. I mean, it's hard to make that.
And they may have their own insecurities too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we got another one.
Look, men and women go through it.
What it say?
I can't.
You ain't got your.
I need it, and I can't find them.
And you can't look for them until you do. So let's see what Rodney Bennett says. Look, men and women go through it. The squad always have that one person who gets all the numbers. The friend feeling bad is really saying, "Dang, even on my birthday, you won't let me get any attention."
That's true. Okay. That's kind of true.
But it ain't about like a permission.
It ain't, but another true story. And I was younger. Me and God bless the dead, my friend Carmen. We used to go out. She came in and we used to go out. And people used to try to talk to me all the time. And then she went home and told her dad, like, nobody tried to talk to me. Like when we go out, right? Yeah. And her dad,
she got a good dad because I can't imagine my daughter's coming to tell me that nobody tried to talk to her.
Her daddy said, because you so pretty, they think you taken. That's why I ain't know. I see so your daddy trying to call me.
You trying to make her feel bad.
But I mean,
oh, you so pretty that they think you're not available.
Yeah.
Okay. It's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good dad. Like, yeah. I love it.
All right, so here's the next one. How do I keep my kids happy and my wallet and sanity intact this summer?
Okay, this is a good one.
I think a lot of people dealing with this. So Kiana, I'm already feeling the summer squeeze and it's only just started. The kids are out of school. They're full of energy, asking for activities, trips, and things to do every day. I want them to have fun and make memories, but I'm also feeling the strain financially and mentally. Summer camps, outings, and just keeping the fridge stocked for their endless appetites are really adding up. To make things worse, I work full time, so I feel guilty that I can't be there with them during the day like I want to be. I'm tired, I'm stressed, and honestly just trying to survive. How do I keep my kids happy and still take care of myself and my finances? How do I balance the pressure to give them an amazing summer with the realities of my own limits?
So I will tell you, you need to do a budget first.
Yeah.
And figure out exactly how much money you have to play with this summer. Mm-hmm. This is for real. Mm-hmm. And once you figure out what your budget is for the summer, don't exceed it.
Okay.
And now you start to find things that fit into that budget. There's a lot of stuff that you can do that does not cost you money. There's Dale Holmes Park.
Yeah.
Like if the splash pad, kids are gonna love that anyway. You got Fridays done right.
Yeah. Free. We're gonna feed you everything.
Come out there. I go bowling every Friday at Liberty Lane. It's $2 per game.
Okay.
You got a couple of kids, or you can go to 10 Pins.
Okay.
Another bowling alley. They charge you for the lane itself, like $5 a lane.
Okay.
And then you have unlimited people, and then you only have to pay for the shoes, which is like $4. But if you have your own shoes, you don't even have to worry about it.
Okay.
You have the beach. Tuesdays you have discount days at the movies.
Okay.
It's $6.99.
Okay.
If you with T-Mobile, I think it's a little bit even cheaper with that. You just gotta go on Groupon.
Okay.
Right? And go look at, you can do unlimited things.
I'm taking all of this in, by the way.
Like a budget. 6 sandwiches, do a picnic, go to the beach. The beach is free.
Yeah.
Like go out there and do that. Like things that make memories don't always have to cost money.
Right.
Like, if you have a fenced in backyard, like go and do camping one night in the backyard. Like if you got an air mattress, put it out there. If you got a tent that you could put over, even if you don't stay the night, all night go out there.
Yeah, because I thought about that, and I probably won't stay all night.
Yeah, but if you go out there in the backyard and kind of do that, like there's so many things that like you could do that don't always cost a whole lot of money, and it looks like you had money. They have free admissions. They always have museum days where they give you free
like free admission to the museum
for this day and that day. Also, another thing is everybody has rewards.
Okay.
Almost every company.
Like the points.
And all of the see where your points can get you. Like if you got Wawa's, you get free donuts. Like you can surprise them with
the app, you get a dozen $2.
Right.
Right.
So there's things that you can really do that can make it really inexpensive, and they can feel like they're really having like this grand old summer, and they are, without you going through like spending all the money out your purse.
No, I hear that. Rodney Bennett says dig a hole and add in the water pump, $250. You get a roll of thick plastic, $30.
Make you a slip and slide.
Change the neighborhood. Charge the neighborhood kids $1 $1 for 1 hour on Wednesday. You'll make your money back, and they'll talk about the summer break forever.
That is a good idea.
Rodney Bennett always got
that. That's another good idea. Like, but no, like you can really do that. Like, and then on top of that, I would tell you, it's the summer. The kids are sit up there and think of like a business that you and your children can do that your kids actually lead. Over the summer, and teach them how to save and what. And then at the end of the month, like when y'all get your money, this can go towards something.
Yeah.
You could get Busch Gardens passes for like $9 a month. I don't know what because you can pay monthly for
That's
it.
all a part of your budget when you look
at your budget
how many
plan.
kids you got and all that
right
stuff. But yeah, that's a good idea because they do put you on payments. I remember I did that a few years back when I still had like children at home.
Right. So
like we made payments on them Busch Gardens things. I didn't do it the year after that because we didn't go as much as I thought. You know? So it was like, do I really want to pay this and only go couple times? But when y'all see my memories from when we was at Adventure Island in the summer, that was because we was on that payment
and
plan,
then when you get that payment, let's think at the end of the, like if you have a family and you only do like just Adventure Island and Busch Gardens,
right?
Because usually I don't have my platinum pass right now, but I'm thinking about getting it back. But like the platinum pass, like with all the theme parks, everything, it was like $25 a month or something like something reasonable in my mind. You know what I mean? To go to Busch Gardens, Adventure Island, Discovery Cove, SeaWorld, Aquatica, all that stuff was added into it. And you could just kind of hop
from each park in different spaces. That's amazing. Great ideas, y'all. So if you got anything that you want to share, do like Rodney Bennett. Follow his example, put it in the chat. Help this mom out because she's trying to figure out how to keep the kids happy and keep her sanity. Let's talk about that grocery bill though, because I know that's a big thing too. Like that summer food bill is. So they do. They still have the summer spots where you can go and get the food. Right again. You got the summer spot. That's true. It's free breakfast and lunch. Yeah. Speaking of, I want to say this. Where is it? I had a flyer here for McCall. So McCall and Sons, they're actually doing it today. It's free lunch Friday for kids. I think they're starting at noon today. McCall and Sons, the flyers, they're so small I can't see it, but it's on like 18th Avenue and 49th Street. Walker Plaza right across from Trolley Market Square. So that big welcome to Gulfport sign. They right across the street in Walker Plaza. And they're going to be doing free lunch for the kids. You know, if McCall's, they do breakfast every morning. And they still are one of the few who have like $5 hollers. You know what I mean? Like, ain't a lot of people got those in the city still. And it's good breakfast. I be looking for a good breakfast spot too. And they give you like healthy portions. So you probably get 2 of them. You got 3 kids. You can divvy it up decent. Get your grits, everybody. Like, come on, man. Look, you know how we go. Hold on. We're gonna spread it around a little bit. But you're right. There are a lot of resources. There are places where you can go. You just got to be creative and look.
And then even over the summer with your food plan, because these are the days that you intentionally make meals that stretch.
Yeah.
Like your spaghetti.
You got to start making some pots.
Like
over the summer,
like your spaghetti, potato turbot.
Yeah.
Something don't cost that much, but can spread. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, thank you for that. And I hope that was helpful as well. Look, we done did 2 Ask Kianas today. We had Super Cat Bailey in here. So if you missed it, y'all, we talked about the all-white party, the feedback that was given, and Carlos Super Cat Bailey came in and let the world know where he is, man. And I just want to give a big ups to him. Thank you for coming in, big brother. We appreciate you. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Remember, 6/13 is coming up. The event that's dealing with youth mental health awareness. Juneteenth week. It's so much Juneteenth stuff happening.
It is, and then it ain't too late to buy your tickets. Okay. Now meet and greets are sold out.
Okay,
but 803 Fresh, yes.
And I saw a video with him at the NBA Finals.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't come.
Yeah, because people be wondering what happened. I wonder why he come. That man was at the NBA Finals. He coming to St. Pete on the back end. So yeah, it's a lot of things to get involved with, a lot of things to do, and I'm talking about from having fun to advocacy to information to like you could pick your struggle if you want to say you really can say it that way. It's a lot going on. There's no excuse for you not to be engaged unless you just don't want to be engaged, and that's all right too.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm starting to be okay with that. I used to be in a space where it's like, oh, everybody out. It's like, you know what? Some people just don't want to do it. And I'd rather have a coalition of the willing than somebody who you got to drag along at every turn in order to make them be successful.
Right. And I'm like I'm one of the people who like to show up. Like I try my best to show my support at everybody's event. And if I physically can't go there, I'm gonna physically share your flyer.
Yes, I physically share them. No, that's right. And I'm glad you said that, Kiana, because I'm really in a totally different space. Like I used to like force myself, make myself go and be in these places, but now I'm at a space where it's like, if I really don't feel like going, I'm not going.
Only reason why I do events, right? And I'm going to tell you, for people who do events, I look for other event people to come to the event, like the support, because like we ask for your support to come
and your
in,
presence,
right? And so I know how important that is.
Thank you for that.
So that's the reason why, like,
because I'd be like, man, this is good. I share the flyer, we talk about it. Like a lot of the stuff that y'all hear me promote, I'll be going hard on the radio, and then when you get to the event, you be like, "Where, Brother John?" I'm not there.
But I understand.
That's my contribution. You know what I'm saying?
And if I can't, if I'm not there, it's because like I physically couldn't or something like that. Yeah. But I definitely try my best to show up for people, because I definitely appreciate the people who show up for me.
I hear that. And I my sister, may God be pleased with her, she was that person. You know what I mean? Like she went to everything. She was like the baby showers, the birthday parties, the graduations, the baptismal, like anything that anybody was doing, and it was like with our family, like she was always there. And when she passed, man, that was one of the things that was like when they talked about her, it was like she was always present. You know what I'm saying? And when I went to visit her, it's a true story, when I went to see her in the hospital for the last time, you know, when she passed, I looked on the screen and it was a song playing, and the name of the song was "Your Presence is a Gift." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, your presence is a gift. And my sister gave it freely. And I just got to do better, y'all, because I do not be showing up. And I used to feel bad, and I just grew out of that. Yeah. Like, because I just like,
because you couldn't make it.
I just couldn't make it, or I just didn't have it in me to do it.
And sometimes it's like that.
Yeah, but I'll push through, y'all. I'll be present mode going forward, because we got a lot of stuff coming. And to your point, Kiana, we do be asking people to come out and support our stuff, and so it's only right to be in exchange. So thank y'all for tuning in to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. What's your final thought?
Listen, replay this.
Please,
and thank you.
I ain't gonna do it because there ain't no drama.
No, but this is what we want. We're gonna promote it. Yeah, be the change you want to be, and see. Stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John,
and this is Kiana.